All right, guys. It's no secret that corporations that are called religions are based on mythological gibberish and bullshit. Right? Religion is when you look at okay, just Krishna and the Buddha. Just go look at Judah Krishnamurti, and they were a lot like that. Okay, Moses and Daniel and Elijah and stuff. Go look at Haile Selassie, and they were a lot like that. Okay, and just realize, oh, okay, that's what they were like Haile Selassie. And if you look at Tao and Confucius, you go look at Sun Yat-sen, and they were a lot like that. Okay, legend and crystallization turns them into larger than life characters because they had such a eternal, lasting effect on human beings because of what good people they were. Okay, do you understand? So, because I was watching the Christ and Prophecy, and they show all the same shit, like with they did with the propaganda movies made by the Temple Set Illuminati. They have all the ominous music and make it look like the devil and the horn, and that's Tim Curry. Okay, it's not real. Okay, guys, there is no pan in the center of the earth that's going to torture you sexually and torture your body and all this stuff eternally in the center. They make that shit up. Okay? Like they make up the chupacabra and the lady in the well and the yes. Yes. Bigfoot? No, Bigfoot's real. I saw one in Oregon when I was a kid. Okay. No, I thought I did. It's probably just a big guy walking. It's probably just Bill Walton hiking. You're funny. I'm watching Super Bowls I didn't watch when I was a kid, when I was younger, because I was married to Amy and working a lot and stuff, and watching the Broncos and the Packers, okay, with Terrell Davis and some of the other guys on the team. Now Terrell Davis was a real good running back. I liked him a lot. Yeah, and he's one of my favorite football players. And I was sitting there and I was recording these old Super Bowls I didn't get to watch, or I did watch. I did watch Super Bowl #9, and I was a Vikings fan back then, and my family really got, Steelers. My sister and my mom really got sucked in on them, and and then when they beat the Cowboys, stuff. So, but that was the changing of the guard. But I just felt frustrated for poor Minnesota because Pittsburgh was just so much better than they were on just defense to offense and size and speed on certain things. Minnesota's defense played real tough game in that game. They just were just outsized and just big. The team was just bigger and stronger. I don't know if they said later on that Pittsburgh teams did use performance enhancing things. Okay. Because Mike Webster and other guys and stuff that died, I guess, early from using stuff to win. Like they had it on. Funny thing is, it was on freaking 1 Adam 12, where they had the things that they were giving the amphetamine. They were giving drugs to football players to make them grow and get bigger and more aggressive, and it was very prevalent back then. And they talk to those people. Well, they've gotten bigger now and all that. It's like, no. What happens is it's like the Jedi stuff. They're taken, and these other guys aren't bigger and stronger and more amazing than Joe Green. Joe Green was 6'5", 275 pounds, very big and very fast. And he was just natural. He wasn't found early and then bred into. He played at North Texas State University. He played North Texas. Okay. He wasn't, a University of Alabama. But back then, they didn't identify them early and then get them sponsored and get them on a training table and all that shit that they do. Is that Darius Holland from Mayfield High School? I think it is. But I'm sitting there going, watching the game. But you guys got to understand that things have changed a lot. They're bigger now and all that stuff because they take being a taller person, like with basketball and all that stuff. That's not always a good thing. Okay, that's not always a good thing. They have a lot of health issues. They die. A lot of them die early in life because of complications of health issues, because the body over exaggerates itself because of competition and stuff like that. That being a huge big person is not always a good thing. Okay, it's not a healthy thing a lot of the time. It comes from inefficient metabolisms that try to survive in aggressive environments over thousands of years of aggressive behaviors and manipulative, abusive, athletic conflict to fight over food and sexual procreation. So it's not always a good thing. Okay. But I was watching that game and watching Joe Green and stuff and his fellow guys. I remembered when I worked at Southwest Airlines, there was this, everybody liked her. Okay, nobody. Amy did too. Amy will tell you that too. That Joe Kell was just a special person. Joe Kell is Joe's daughter, Joe Green's daughter, and she, you could tell it. You talk to her and say no, because she felt like she let her father down because she got pregnant by one of the football players, I think, on the Cardinals. That was a complete idiot. They had a daughter, and Joe Kell had to end up living and taking staying at mom and dad's pool house and raising her daughter. She felt like she kind of let her dad down. It's like, what? You're a good mom, and you're a really good, considerate, pragmatic, kind, person. She was a good person, right? It's, if you were like the guy that got you pregnant and then was an irresponsible, selfish jerk, you would have let Joe down. Okay, but I don't think you let Joe down at all. Joe was probably, with Joe Kell, was probably like, Fazoo, the greatest and honor is having you for a daughter, right? Because that was just Joe Kell. She was a sweetheart. She was pragmatic. I remember when you were sitting there talking about it, and I was like, that guy did that with your dad, stuff. He's probably just as big and younger. Okay, and she's like, not everybody's a respectful, kind, decent, because my dad was raised by a Southern gentleman. She goes, not everybody's a kind, respectful, decent human being like you, Earl. Like my dad used to tell me, not everybody's like you, kid, right? And that's what Joe Kell told me too. She says, not everybody's a kind, respectful, really good person like you, Earl. Because we talked, and I was, my thing is, oh yes, oh my gosh, you're Joe's baby girl. Oh wow. That's the same thing I did with Natalie Cole. Well, you're not, that's Nat's baby girl, So what I say is, oh my gosh, you're Joe's baby girl. That's so cool. And she liked that. It's like, yeah, oh no, we were big Steeler fans, stuff. But I didn't talk about it a lot because I've seen all the games and stuff like that. But we talked about Joe Kell. And we talked about her daughter, and we talked about life, and we just talked about fun things. She's just a good person. And Amy will tell you that too. Joe Kell I don't think I met anybody that didn't like her. Okay. And if somebody didn't like her, it was because they jerk, and then she probably told them about themselves. Kind of like me. That's why we got along so well. Because I remember that at Southwest Airlines one time when one of the ladies was mad because somebody called her a bitch, and I said, no, that's not true, because we had a dog, Luna, and I said, what was it? Did we have Luna back then? Was I still working when? No, we didn't have Luna yet, but we had a lady there, and I said, I've had girl dogs, right? And a lot of times when you call a woman that's being an asshole, like I used to tell Stephanie all the time too, someone's being an asshole, because she used to say that, it takes nuts to shoot somebody. It's like, no, it doesn't. No, most of the time people that shoot somebody are just cowards. Stuff is, it takes more courage, like Guru says, it takes more courage to squash a fight than to set one off, like Jesus, in Calvary and stuff. And so, but we'll talk some more. I'll get on this stuff. Is just, these things are a little abstract because I'm connecting to people and they're trying to get through me. I don't think I'm going to go back on Facebook. I'm sick of Facebook, and I just don't like the way they were very fascist in the way I didn't like the way they treated me, and I just don't want to go back there. And I don't know. I don't think there's. I think what's going on is I'm way better than Black Adam, but that the words, the thoughts, words, and actions revolve more around me than anybody else in the world right now, as far as in connected technology. And what I think, do, and say is more important than anybody, especially advertising people on TV, selling you just for men and crazy shit like that. So the best thing to do is just, recant, repent, give everything you think you have away, and follow, lead yourself to peace. We got a real objective here. But I'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see how things are going. Peace out.